ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 नारायणं नमस्कृत्य
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
ततो जयम् उदीरये।
ततोऽयमुदीरये।
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
देवकी नन्दनाय च
देवीनन्दनाय च
नन्दगोपकुमाराय
नन्दगोपकुमाराय
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः।
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः।
So today we are reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 8, text 7. तस्मात् सर्वेषु कालेषु
तस्मात् सर्वेषु कालेषु
मामनुस्मरजिद्ध च मयार्पितो मनोबुद्धि मामेव एष्यसि असंशय. What meaning? Tasmat, therefore, sarveshu, at all, kaleshu, times, mam, me, anusmara, go on remembering, Juddha, fight, cha, also, mai, unto me, arpita, surrendering, manaha, mind, buddhi, intellect, mam, unto me, eva, surely, esyasi, you will attain, asamsayaha, beyond a doubt. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Therefore, Arjuna, you should always think of me in the form of Krishna and at the same time carry out your prescribed duty of fighting. With your activities dedicated to me and your mind and intelligence fixed on me, you will attain me without doubt. Purport. This instruction to Arjuna is very important for all men engaged in material activities. The Lord does not say that one should give up his prescribed duties or engagements. One can continue them and at the same time think of Krishna by chanting Hare Krishna. This will free one from material contamination and engage the mind and intelligence in Krishna. By chanting Krishna's names, one will be transferred to the supreme planet Krishna Loka without a doubt. Om Ajnanam Timirandhasya Jnanam Janashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaiham Dadati Swapadantikam Bande Aham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavans Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahaganam Raghunatham Nitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakha Nitamsha Namong Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, because Krishna has already told Arjuna what is the process of attaining him. He said, at the final moment, Anta kale chamameva smaran muktva kalebaram. If you can remember him at your final time, at the end, Anta kale, if you remember him, then definitely you will achieve him and go to him. And also it's yam yam vapi swaram bhavate janti. To whatever you remember, you will attend to that consciousness. So now Arjuna is curious to know, okay, the goal is to come to you, to your planet, to achieve you. And you are saying that this can be possible if at the end if I can remember you. So tell me, how can at the end I can remember you? Tell me that process too. I want to go to Krishna Loka, and you are saying to go to Krishna Loka, the process is at the moment of death, at the final time, you have to remember me, think of me, then you will come to me. So how it will happen? Tell me. So the process Krishna is telling in this verse, that it is not that you will do all your rubbish things throughout your life, that's all. Only this is very easy at the end, time of death. I will remember Krishna, I will chant Hare Krishna, that's it. So that is not that easy. So Krishna is, Arjuna asked, he said, you are telling just by remembering you, thinking of you at the end, if one can achieve, your planet can come to you, so is it possible that at the end? No. Not like that. Then how? So then Krishna is telling, Tasmat, therefore, if you want to come to me at the end, that means if you want to remember me at the end, isn't it? Anybody remembers, he will come to me. So the requirement is now how we can remember Krishna at the end. So that is we have to do. So how we can do that at the end? Just like Kulashekar Maharaj tell. How can I remember you? Kapavata Pitter. How can I remember all this Kapavata Pitta will choke me? It's very difficult to remember you. Very, very difficult. How can it be possible? So Krishna, so Arjuna is asking, so is there any way that at the end definitely, surely I can remember you, I can think of you? So Krishna is saying, yes. What is that? Na tasmat, tasmat means therefore. Therefore, you should practice to get the perfection. To get perfection without practice is not possible anywhere, neither in material world nor in spiritual world. Anything you want to achieve, you have to practice. Isn't it? When we learn how to drive a car, drive a cycle, even for walking, speak, everything we practice. We have faced lot of troubles, sometimes falling down again, but still we keep on practice and doing practice again and again and again, we come to the point now we are doing it. So Krishna is telling, yes, to think of me at the time of death, you have to practice when you are not dying, when you are living throughout your life. Tasmat. Tasmat means therefore, sarvesu kalesu. All the time. Sarvesu kalesu mam anusmara juddhacha. Here one thing we have to make it that Krishna is saying tasmat sarvesu kalesu, therefore all the time. What all the time? All the time we cannot fight. Juddha cannot possible all the time. Anything all the time we cannot do. Any kriya, it is not possible all the time. In our day-to-day life, we have a schedule. This is sleeping time, this is eating time, this is working time, this is bathroom time, this is talking time. Isn't it? We have fixed time. So, like that, You can keep, okay, this time for Krishna is remembering. Krishna said, no, this is bogus. Don't put me in your schedule. No. Don't put me in your schedule. Then, now all the time. Don't make a half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. No. Just like you have doing all other activities, your day-to-day activities, you have your time schedule for that particular activities. So don't put me, my remembrance into that schedule. Then you can't. Then, now all the time. Oh, all the time. Then I don't do other work. No, you can do other work. So Prabhupada is pointing out that Krishna is not telling that we have to forget everything, all work, all responsibility and all do bhajan. He said, no. Krishna is not telling that. Whatever your prescribed duties, you do it. What you are supposed to do, whatever you are a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, or Vanprastha, Sannyasi, according to your prescribed ashram and duties, according to your varna and ashrama, what duties is prescribed for you, you do it. Do it. Don't neglect that. But while doing that duty, while performing that job, you have to add my remembrance. Oh, how can it possible? That you have to practice. Again he will tell in the next verse. So that you have to do. How can I can do 2 jobs at a time? You have to do. So in this first line, Krishna is saying, Tasmat sarvesu kalesu, therefore all the time, always. What to do always? Not doing fighting. This sarvesu kalesu is not meant for juddhacha. Sarvesu kalesu is meant for smarana. Tasmet sarvasu kalesu mam anusmara, that mam anusmara is all the time. Juddha, no, when it is required. When your fixed time for juddha, your turn is coming, you fight. But only that time is remember me? No. Remembrance all the time. But juddha in its needed time, in its fixed time. Anything your bodily needs, except social needs, you do that in time. But don't put me in that time section. My remembrance, it should be always, all the time. Yes, uninterrupted. Tasmat sarvesu kalesu mam anusmara, and juddha cha. Cha means also. Actually, if I will be busy in your remembrance, then I have to fight. No, you have to fight. Fight also. So cha, it denotes, it means that Krishna is telling that your business, the main, primary business is to think of me. Secondary business is juddha. Cha means also. You do that also. That also. Just like Krishna tells, I used to come to this planet. Why you come? Na paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya diskritinam cha. I want to pacify the sadhus, to give pleasure to them. And miscreants, that also. I take care of them too. I also finish them up. That is secondary activities. But the primary activities is dharmaraksha, paritrana, sadhana. So, like that here also, the primary activity should be always remembrance of Krishna, remembering Krishna. And the secondary activities, whatever prescribed duty you have. What duties you are supposed to do, you do that. Sometimes we do, usually, many of us, even devotee society, he says we have to keep Krishna in mind, we have to remember Krishna, everything. So we give our whatever duty prime. Primarily we are doing our duty and also adding Krishna, just like we are eating roti, achar. Achar is not primary, it's side item. It's side item. Okay, remembering Krishna too, I am doing this job, Krishna too. But Krishna is saying, no, not this way. Prime duty is to remember me, and then secondary duties. But now, one question you all can think of. This is not duty like we are doing some preaching work, cooking work, cleaning work, or any other writing work, teaching work. Need not the Arjuna what work he is doing? His prescribed duty is fighting. in Mahajuddha, and he is the biggest warrior, and all the Atirathis, Mahadaris are targeting to him. If 1 minute he become unmindful, then head off. Yes, a matter of second, matter of minute, they will finish it up. So how much conscious, how much sincere, carefully should we, when missile is fighting, when what type of what power is coming to counteract that, and all, he should be very, very careful. So how he can think of Krishna without thinking of that? Which missile I have to fire now? Who is coming? Where? He should be very much busy, fully attentive to protect that. Otherwise, his life is in a matter of minute. It is not something job we are doing, na. This job is so risky. If you neglect a minute, finish. And there also Krishna is telling, yes, I know, you have to fight. Remember me. How can it pursue? If I started thinking of you, how can I fight? This is not ordinary fighting. I have to face. Most of the time Bhishma is in front of me. Oh, he is a famous warrior. Bhishma, Drona, Karna. How can I think of you as a primary and secondary? How can it possible? And you are telling all the time, okay, sometimes I get a chance, I can do that. No, not the chance. You get the chance, kill him. But for me, no chance, always. No taking chance, always. So, just is a matter of thinking, how can it be possible? It is not some ordinary job, sitting or eating something. It is such a ghastly warfare. Such a dangerous work. No question of negligence. He should be too much alert. Isn't it? How much alert and serious, sincere he should be, otherwise finish. And there Krishna is telling primary job is Mam Anusmara. Mam Smara, remember me. Anusmara means again and again and again. Not that you remember, then take some gap, then no. Continuously. Continuous thinking of me. So, I was thinking, how can it be possible? This can be possible. There is a trick. Actually, in a general way, we all are thinking, me, I am so and so, this is my work, I have to do that, this is just and then we are adding Krishna as a side item or something like that. Okay, I have to do that, how can I always do? But for us, we are putting in time, always, we are thinking of us, always or not. That is natural. Natural. I am eating, I am sleeping, I am drinking, I am talking, that's always. To think of ourselves is natural, always, isn't it? Always. But all other thing, whenever time required. So that's why, if you, Krishna is telling, think of me always, so the only trick is, what? Now, if we somehow or other accept the fact, this is fact actually, we are foolish, we are not accepting, we have to consider ourselves, we are eternally His. We are thinking, I myself, you are nothing, you are His, you belong to Him, you are His servant. This is His job. Whatever you are fighting, you are not fighting for yourself or for anything, because He told you to fight. You are doing His job, you are following His order, you are His man. When you are thinking everything, that this is job is assigned by Him, I belong to Him, everything, then it is possible. Always you can do that. Whatever you do, whatever you speak, if you think yourself as Krishna's, then it's automatically, natural, you will feel Krishna always. But the problem is that's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur used to say, Ami Krishna Das, Ei Vishwas, then forget everything. Then there is no problem. Only this is the trick. We have to convince ourselves that I am only Krishna's. and all others not belong to me. I am 100% Krishna. Krishna is mine, I am Krishna's. So that, if convincing, if you accept this, then you will remember Krishna. Just like we are conscious of ourselves always, so you will become Krishna conscious always. If you think you are the part of Krishna, you are a servant of Krishna, then automatically it will happen. That's how Acharya used to say, that just accept that you have nothing, you are his man. Otherwise you have no question of existence. You exist only because of him. He is engaging you. Then automatically you will be conscious of Krishna always. Mam anusmara. Again and again. Anything happened, because he desired to do like that. He wants to do like that. He is telling me to do that. Actually this is fact. Arjuna, if you give him independence, he was not interested in fighting, isn't it? He was giving a heavy argument. Oh, I don't want. I join full time. I don't want. Yeah. I will do membership and manage. No, forget. Why will fighting here? Isn't it? But Krishna told no. You have to do this job. So that means everything Arjuna is doing this because Krishna told him to do. Otherwise, by his choice, he was not interested in doing this. So, if he is doing that, then he should think of that. Whatever doing, everything, every action, because of his only, to please him only. He wants me to do that, that's what I am doing. When he understood Bhagavad Gita, that was his notion. Karisye vachanam tava. Now I want to just follow you. Yes, I understood now everything. My doubt is clear. So now, now I come to the point that whatever you say, I will do that. Whatever you say, that's it. That is the understanding of Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna got it. That everything whatever you say, I am your man, you say me to do that, I will do it. That's it. That is the problem. That is the fully Krishna consciousness, surrender to Krishna. So if we accept ourselves in such a way that we are Krishna's, we are servant of Krishna, then this will become easy. All our body, our mind, our whatever belongings, everything is not ours, it's all Krishna's. Actually this is fact. I'm not saying this just to man, just accept. No, why you accept? If you are not accepting, then you are doing mistake. Actually it's all belong to Krishna. Somebody was telling the other day, we were discussing, let's see, how can I think something, I am so and so, I am this and this. Even we are taking breath. This air is not ours. This single breath is not belong to us. If this 2 minutes we are taking, inhaling, exhaling is, we don't have any control over it. If we don't have power to control that, we have power? No. We know that anytime it will go. We don't want it should go, but it's going. So if this breathing air is not belong to us, what we are thinking that belong to something else? Nothing. Then we should feel that we are so menial that even that breathing air is not belong to us. Yes, it is not yours. Nothing yours. But you should be proud of. What? That not only breathing air, the whole universe, all the entities, whatever they are doing, breathing or it is all belong to the Supreme Personality, Krishna, and Krishna belong to you. He is yours. This thing is not yours, but the proprietor, sole proprietor, he can be yours. He can be. If you want, you can make him yours. It can be. But this cannot be. These other things cannot be, but he can be. And if it can be, if he can be yours, then forget everything. But he is the main thing. So then we should actually feel proud that we think that I am Krishna's man, I am Krishna's servant. Isn't it? Sometimes we say somebody is getting job in a government job, state government job. State government, oh, state government, good, very nice. They say, no, I am central, more than that, central government. I got some international company, multinational company, big man. I just think to become servant of Krishna. What position will tell? Multinational, international, interplanetary, what you can say? No, to become a servant of Krishna is what a high grade. We have no words. And people are not interested to take that job. They are interested for this very small grade job. This is such a supreme grade job. To join a Krishna company, forget multinational. In nation fashion, so many nations are there. Such a supreme job, but we are not accepting this, not interesting. We are not showing our interest for that. So, sarvesu kalesu, always remember. The remembrance is the prime and the duty is secondary. Means, while remembering, you fight. We are doing, while fighting, we are remembering. You understand? There are two ways. I am doing these things and remembering, but doing these things mean sometimes you forget. What I am doing, trying to catch it. Krishna is saying, no. You remember me, I will do this job. This is the trick. You remember me and do the job. Anusmara Juddhacha. So, Prabhupada is pointing that we should not blame Krishna, we should not blame anybody, any society that, oh, they are taking our voice, making devotee, they are nikamma, I'll see nothing, they are lazy, crazy, they are not doing anything for society, this, that. Many people, they are blaming us. You people are educated, young man, you yourself and others, you are taking them, making them lazy, crazy. What they are doing? Doing nothing. I told one person, okay, if you are thinking like that, just come one day, stay with us and see what we are doing. Just now you people are doing, Babaji, you become Babaji, doing nothing, lazy, crazy. Just come one day and take trial. Now just tell me what you are doing. We are so busy, we are so busy. If you see our schedule and your schedule, then you can understand. Then they can understand. You are getting up 3:30, 3 o'clock. Oh, they are getting up 7:30, 8:30. And so, they don't know how much busy the people do. They left the low grade job, low grade activities and join in Krishna's party. Krishna is supreme interplanetary job. It is such a high grade job. You are doing some menial job. Why you are considering that we are doing nothing? So much busy, so much busy. So, if we think Krishna in that way, so that should be our prime job, and doing other duties, so-called prescribed duties, should be our secondary job. With the main job to thinking of Krishna, and similarly we should do the job. We should not leave the job. Krishna is not recommending you resign from this job and join here. No. He could have said, okay, forget it. No. You do. Whatever work assigned to you, do it. But with my remembrance. And my remembrance is prime. That is secondary. Do like this. And then in second line he is telling, Maya arpita manobuddhi. Is that it? Yes. So, how can always remember you and do the job also? Now, your body and your senses, all the things that are busy in work. So, you just think of me in your mind and intelligence. Arpita, you give me, offer me your mind and intelligence. Maya arpita manobuddhi. Mind should be always engaged in thinking of me. And intelligence, nishchayatma, I should take decision. Yes, he is, I should do that. That is my prime job. Mana sankalpatmika. Mana will give the proposal mind and do that. Intelligence will make it confirm. Yes. Yes, that's it. So in this conviction, your mind and intelligence you give to me. And rest other thing engage in your duties. And in duty, if I not apply mind and intelligence, then everything will finish. How can? Then the question comes, if in fighting, if I not apply my intelligence, if I not apply my mind, then how can I fight? You have to decide which arrow I have to shoot, in which force and all that. Now, all these things will do. These things will be done perfectly if you give the mind and intelligence to me. See, this microphone we are speaking, because it is connected, the wire is there, it is connected with the plug. You see, it is connected with the plug, first you connect, then you put it here. Then it is working, you are hearing. If that connection is not there, baki everything are fine, first class. This is okay, everything okay, new, brand new. Only connection is not there. What is the use? And if connection is there, then everything. So that's Krishna is telling. If your mind intelligence connected with me, then whatever you work you are doing with your senses, that will be perfectly done. If that power is not there, connection is not there, whatever is all useless. All useless. Because not only you belong to me, the others there belong to me, the fighting belongs to me, the whatever for which you are fighting, that also belongs to me. And not only you and your mind intelligence, they and their mind intelligence too. Some people accept, some people not accept. That doesn't mind. That they not belong to Krishna. Keho mane, keho na mane. That another thing. But all of them belong to Krishna. Yes. And we can say, no, why I will think of him, I will think of her, something like that. It is not possible. That is our problem, that we are always thinking of our body and bodily relations and about material things and society. These material things, including bodily relations and society, any material things, that cannot belong to us, we cannot have any relation with it. Our real eternal relation is always with Krishna. Neither we can leave it, nor Krishna can leave us. It is not possible. Not possible that we can detach from himself. No. And it is not possible also to maintain our relation with the matter. Neither matter can relate with us always, and neither we can relate with matter. It is not possible. They are totally different, we are totally different. And we are always with Krishna, Krishna is always with us, that is perfect. That is our Sarupa. That is not. But the problem is that what is our original position, we forget that and they duplicate one action. This is not possible. That was not there, now not there, will not be there, relating to the matter. But Krishna was there, is there, will be there. So, but somehow or other, now our mind and intelligence convinced that no, this society, this matter, this concern, we observed in thinking of these things. But this is not real. The reality, because you belong to Krishna, Krishna is ours, natural we should think of him. But now we are in unnatural position. So that needs practice. Abhyasa yoga yuktena cetasa na anyagamina. then it will not go. So you have to, if now second question comes, how can I always remember you? You have to practice. And needs practice. So if you always engage of thinking me through your mind and intelligence, with determination and with engaging your mind, then mam eva esyasi asamsayam. You will come to me, you will attain me, no doubt. Without any doubt you will come to me. So, previous verse, this Krishna told that if you remember me at the time of death, then you will attain me. Now Arjuna will ask, okay, you are saying I have to remember you, how can I remember you? No? Always you have to remember me while doing your prescribed duties. If you do like that, and how? Now through your mind and intelligence, through your mind and intelligence, if you do that, then it is without any doubt that you will attain me. So now, how to perform this, giving mind and intelligence to Krishna and think of Krishna while performing our duties? Acharyas giving some tricks to us. Especially Prabhupada is telling us that this chanting is very simple and sublime process. Chanting of Hare Krishna mantra, you just chant it and hear it. Then automatically your mind and intelligence will be engaged in Krishna. Though in the beginning we think no, slowly it will happen. This is the process, easy process. Otherwise, very difficult. So, the easy process is, if we keep on chanting, and while chanting we should think that this name, what we are pronouncing, Krishna or Rama, this name is not some ordinary letter or some ordinary words. This itself is Supreme Krishna. Abhinattang nama namina. This nama is Nami. This is not Nama. This is in material world, there is difference. Nami and Nama, there is difference. But in the case of Krishna, there is no difference between Nami and Nama. Nama is Nami and Nami is Nama. Within the name, Krishna himself is there, his presence. Namara bhitare ache apane Sri Hari. Hari himself is residing in the name. So when we are pronouncing this name, that means we are directly calling to Krishna. You just in a material dealings, if somebody chant your name, in anybody's name, you will not look at there, oh, who is me? Isn't it? Immediately your attention, oh, who is me? Maybe the 2-3 similar names are there. You may say maybe some other person, maybe, but few times, 3, 4, 5 times, 10 times, then we should look at, who is, maybe he is calling me. Definitely we will look at. Similarly, whatever attention power or whatever mind or intelligence, whatever we have, Krishna is the Supreme. So, if we chant his name, we should definitely think that he must be looking at, isn't it? If we don't know, if we just chant, if that some boy, his name is Rama, if I looking at Rama, say, why is taking my name? Immediately it's clicked to him. So if you chant Lord's name, just chant Lord's name, definitely he will get attracted. Automatically. You may mean to him or not, but he will get attracted. Yes, he is calling me. You don't know whom you are calling. The same thing happened in Ajamil's case, na? Ajamil was calling to his son, but somehow rather his son's name and Lord's name are similar. So you are calling his son, but son didn't come. and help comes from Narayana, from Lord. So that chanting, whether you know or don't know, it will work. So that says Mahausadhi. Ausadha, medicine, we don't know what salt is there and what effect is there. Knowingly or unknowingly, if you take the medicine, it will have effect or not? Of course it will have effect. That's why, you see, Mahamahausadhi, this Naam. If you just take it, you don't know the Nama Tattva, or all this you don't know, but it will work. It will work. Then the question, why it is not working? Because we have severe diseased condition. We are in severely chronic disease. So that medicine dose is not working so effectively. It will work slowly. When the disease gets clear, then we can enjoy it. Acharyas gave this example of jaundice. If somebody suffering from jaundice, even if you give him sugar candy or something, they will feel not tasty. But that is not the problem of sugar candy. That is problem of their tongue. Their taste buds are finished. So if they start treatment and the taste buds will come to their function, then this sugar candy they will feel taste, sweet. So the name, the power, the sweetness, everything is there. So then what is the process? How to cure the disease? Now this is the curing process. Take the name. Even in this disease condition, you are not feeling anything, but still you take it. Slowly, continue taking. Then slowly, disease will go away, and you will taste it. We have to keep patience and keep continuing. And in this way only, we can come to the stage where we can always remember Krishna. With our mind and intelligence, then Krishna is giving guarantee that without any doubt you will attain me. Mam eva esyasi asamsaya. No doubt in it. Don't think that maybe, may not. No question of may or may not. 100% sure that will come to me if you engage your mind and intelligence. And engaging mind and intelligence is only possible if we, in our degraded stage, only you have to continue this chanting, whether you like it or dislike it. Forget it. You just go ahead, do it. Then time will come, you will get the test. And that's it. Hare Krishna.
During chanting, mind goes to Govardhan or Vrindavan Pratima. So it's offense or right?
During chanting, if he goes to that is a good thing, but really it goes there or not, what is the proof? You are sleeping, or you are telling lie, or who knows. So that's why anything we do, any senses, if mind is not cooperating, then it will not happen. So that's why it is said that whenever you are chanting, just try to hear it. If you hear it, the sound vibration of ear, then it will work slowly. Then the anarthas will be eradicated, then your mind will go to the lila. Tad, nama, rupa, then lila sthali. First, see, if I pronounce the word Rajavidya, immediately his figure will in front of me. Isn't it? Oh, he looks like that, he is like that. So, if you chant Krishna, immediately the Krishna's rupa should be there. Immediately, oh, he is the man. So, but this thing is not yet happened. This is the process. First you have to go on chanting name. By name power, if our anarthas will get clear, then rupa will appear. With name, rupa will come. Then when rupa confirmed, then pastime will come, lila will come. Tan, nam, rupa, lila, charita. And this is the process, sequence. Otherwise, you some here, from here and there, oh, chanting, you should think of this Leela, you should think of that, think of that. It is not confirmed, you are not getting chanting properly, neither the Rupa is coming, the process break, it will not happen. This will all happen if our anarthas are clean. So now our one pointed goal should be to clear our anarthas, anartha nivritti. This should be our aim. Somehow or other, get anartha nivritti. That is our part of job, our responsibility to get free from anarthas. Then Krishna's mercy will act. Then it will be easy. Sometimes when we chant, if you busy, whatever work assigned to you, suppose you have to do some particular work, you are thinking of that, how to do, that's okay. Because that immediate work, chanting, we are doing that, that's okay. But to entering into Leela, that definitely hearing, oh, they are doing like that, they are doing like that, is not possible. We have to get that yogyata, that adhikar, then only we can.
Second one, Maharaji, I try to hear Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So it's good or no?
This is good. Means Hare in one ear, Krishna in another ear. No, the another ear is not working at the time when we are hearing this. When you hear some sound, this ear is not working, then that will work? Or what? Here if sound is coming, both ear will hear, na? So, how can he Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare? How can it happen? Yes.
Like we told about this mind and intelligence in second part. We told about this intelligence we should
Determination, take decision. Nischayatmika buddhi.
like we should think that the others are also part and parcel of Krishna, whether they believe.
Yeah, of course, everybody part and parcel of Krishna.
Intelligence also can receive.
Intelligence has to use, just like mind will think and intelligence is confirmed, yes, this is the only job you have to do. Not anything else. This is it. Decision making. Nischaya, determined. That is the job of intelligence.
Is it that we can say like I have given some service,
Hmm.
how to perform that service much better, much better. That is also use of intelligence.
Yeah, that is also use of intelligence. But to do this job better, if the connection is there, then it will do better. That's what I told. If the connection is not there, then whatever better things you put machine, useless. What is the use? Okay? Okay? Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai.